Alright guys, I'll try to make a video about fitting the Volkswagen Golf 2 fender flares to Toyota Corolla AE82. So unfortunately I do not have original Golf fender flares. The ones you see are already modified, but we'll take a closer look at them. I'll try to describe what changes I made to them, and I will show you guys how I fit them to car. Right, so in front of you there are two sets of fender flares. The bigger ones are already modified Volkswagen Golf 2 fender flares, and below each of the Golf fender flare you can see the original equivalent of Toyota Corolla AE82 fender flares. So as you can see, the Golf ones are much bigger, and yeah, let's take a closer look at them. Okay, this is front left modified Golf fender flare. So a brief look how it looks. All I did here is this side of fender flare is basically not changed, but on the other side I guess it was expanded to, I guess this bit was still there, so I simply cut it at this point to match the Corolla fender. And from the back side, normally you have a lip here like this thick, right? So I cut it off to avoid any rubbing. And this is basically all I did to the front fender. So not much you have to do. Right, so let's take a look at this. So basically this cut here, and you cut off this piece of plastic right here. And this side is basically, it looks as it looked originally on the Golf. This here is rear right. Let's take a closer look at this. With this one there is a bit more work than with the front one. This is almost the original size of original Golf GTI Golf fender flare. This side I did not have to cut, but from this side I have to, I guess it was a bit more longer, bit like this, so I had to cut it right here. On the back side I had to cut off the lip. It's quite similar to what I did for the front fender flare. So the lip was this thick. I simply cut it off at this point to avoid any rubbing. And this rear part of the fender, I had to cut off this part to actually fit the rear bumper, right? So these are all modifications you have to do for the rear fender. You basically have to cut off this lip from which is below the fender. You have to shorten this flare from one side, and you have to take care of this of cutting off this piece of plastic to actually fit the bumper. And these are all the changes. So let's see how to fit the fender to the car, the flare to the car, and what are actually the mounting points. Okay, so mounting points for the front fender. Basically we use two elements to mount the fender, the flare. So we need a double side tape, with the strongest one you can get, and you simply put the tape on the from the inner side on this border, along this border. But remember, this has to be the strongest tape you can get. These tapes usually are used to attach some plastic stripes to cars and this kind of stuff, so they are really strong enough to hold anything. They are actually holding more than the glass glue. Okay, and you will use one screw to attach the flare right here. So in my case, this is the 3M double side tape, the strongest one I could get. It's quite expensive, but it's very good. If you stick your fingers, stick it between your fingers, you actually the result is same as if you actually stick your fingers with super glue. So what I do is I will just use just a short element to show you guys. So basically you need to attach the tape right here, right this way, right? Then you should simply cut it off to be to not be visible from the outside, and that's it. That's all you need to do actually. And you need to you need to cover all the fender from the beginning till the end with this tape. That will really be enough. So on the car, these are the original Corolla AE82 fender flares, and I also use this double side tape to attach them to the car. So I'll just show you guys how I mount these flares. So you simply, I did this cut to match the fender, right? So it should be like this, and it should go all the way to the box. As you can see, it matches quite well, and it gives you at least a few centimeters more of space to fit perhaps wheels with better offset. This is how it looks from the other side. So as you can see, it fits quite nicely with this standard Golf flare. It fits perfectly actually. You need this hole here just to screw this flare from this inner side. And that's it. So when you are done with cutting off the fender and the flare and fitting it to your fender, and it fits good, you then stick this double side tape on it, and you then remove the other side, and you do your best to fit it perfectly. Then you stick it, right? You hold it strong so it actually the glue catches. You can also use some tools to hold your flare for some time with the car, right? So when I attach the flares, I usually use these kind of tools to hold the flare for a couple of hours so the glue is perfectly sealed, and then I can be sure that there will be no risk of them falling away, even if I go like 200 kilometers per hour or I'm on the circuit. So no problem there. Just the most important thing is that you really have to use the strongest double side tape available, or you can use the glass and glue, the glue that is used to actually fit the front windows to the car. But this way, when you want to actually remove the flares, you will have problems with paint, because it will most likely go away along with the flare. Okay, one more thing about mounting the flare to the fender. If you use a tape or if you use a glue, you have to know that this fender shape is not well, perfectly suited for this kind of fit, so without any screws. So you have to know that the fender will not fully be pressed against this tape. So in most of places, fender will be glued only by the half of this tape. And I think that when you take the fender, okay, it will be fully pressed against the tape here and here on the beginning. So the beginning, but in other places it will stick only to the half of this tape. But still, it's enough. If you have such a strong tape, then there is no problem. It will surely not fall off. Okay, now the time for the rear fender. The idea basically is the same. You use the double side paint on the inner side. You make sure it's glued perfectly, and you put it on this. This is the place where you actually cut off this piece of plastic. So let's take this point as the starting point, and you use the tape to cover all the space from here to the beginning of the fender, so to here. And then the mounting is quite simple. Okay, so it goes more or less like this. So the tape glues to the fender, and from here you can use one screw to attach it, and also from the inner side. So here you can use one screw to attach it. Then let's take a look how it looks on the rear side. Okay. So as you can see, this cutout is to actually make a room for a bumper. And I used one screw to attach this fender to the bumper from below, and also one screw from this side, and that's it. As you can see, I hope it gives you a few centimeters for better offset. And yeah, and actually the rules are the same as for front fenders. So when you use tape or when you use glue, the fender will not press against this flare in its full. Well, I guess the fender will press against the flare like half centimeter. So in case of that tape, only half of it will actually stick to the fender, but it's enough. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys will find it useful. I think it's actually quite a good mod, because well, these Golf flares, they are really cheap. They are like, I don't know, $20 or something. So even if you buy and destroy one set, you will not really fit it. So I encourage you guys to use it. So take care.
No nie wiem, chyba wcześniej. No jest okej, w porządku, mogę go tak zrobić. Dobra, to jest dla mnie,